Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another studio chat. Another Tuesday, another 2 o'clock. Here we are.
The July 2026
Yeah.
studio chat.
Glad to be here. It's been a minute since I've been on stream.
Been a few months for me, right?
Yeah, I know. Now we got us together, like a fun crossover episode.
A fun crossover episode. I haven't done this. I haven't done a chat in a while, so
First time chatter. Hello.
I'm excited.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, in case people don't know, we'll do the intros, I guess, like we always do
Yeah.
still. I'm Nick Brockman. I'm a developer at Leader Games. I'm here to talk about what's going on at Leader Games.
Senior developer.
Senior developer.
Nick
Thank you,
Brockman.
Patrick.
Yeah. And I'm Patrick Leader, who's owner of Leader Games, but I'm also kind of changed my job over to game director for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing some game direction, and that's been a lot of fun. And then just helping move everything.
Just making
along.
sure the games keep getting made. I always say,
making sure the
game factory is still running.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun.
Cool.
So Nick,
Yeah.
we play a lot of things.
We do.
This is my softball question.
Sure,
the
yeah.
softball phrasing this question. What have you been playing lately?
A lot of stuff. I've been playing a lot of video games a lot more lately. It's been really hot out, so I'm spending a lot more of my evenings inside than I'd like to admit, honestly. The Star Fox 64 remake came out.
Oh my gosh.
The remaster version of it. It's so good. It's so cool. It makes you think. It's the best type of re-implementation where you're like, this is how cool I thought this world was as a kid, and it's like actually that cool now, you know. So that's been super fun.
I started to buy it.
Yeah.
And then we just got the new Yoshi
Oh.
game, and my spouse rightfully
Yeah.
was like, maybe we should play that one a little bit more before we buy another Switch game.
I also have the new Yoshi game still, and that game is the new Yoshi game is. You know what? That's actually the most interesting new release to talk about, in my opinion, is the new Yoshi game.
Okay.
I think it's now that you're saying it, I was like, I think that's the most like innovative Nintendo title in years, and maybe one of the most innovative like AAAs in a long time in terms of the genre and whatnot that it is. Discovery as a pure mechanic is such a like. I really can't believe how they decided to do that game. I think it's very, very unique, very Nintendo. Crafted World, I would give all of my recommendations to. It's a great time to just sit on the couch and like
Crafted
chill with a
World.
person. Sorry, not Crafted World. Yoshi's
Infinite Book?
his storybook or something.
Yeah. Yep.
He's in a book now. But yeah, no, that game's been awesome. And then I'll also mention Mina the Hollower, which is the like follow-up from Yacht Club Games, the people who made Shovel Knight, their newest original game. Mina the Hollower is awesome.
Hollower, okay.
Hollower.
All right.
Yeah, you play as a rat with a Castlevania whip, and you go and you collect bones and level up and whatnot. But it's very like Metroid and kind of like Souls-like inspired, but it has that top-down Zelda aesthetic. So you're only ever moving 4 directions or whatnot. You can only attack in 4 directions, but enemies can move at like all 8.
Sure.
So a really tricky game. All the good stuff, you die, you lose all your bones, you need to go back and get your bones if you want to keep your bones. A good bone collection game, really, at the end of the day.
Everyone really needs to keep their bones.
Yeah, what about, that's my video gaming. What about you? What have you been playing?
My video gaming. So I think it was in late May, Stellaris started season 10.
Ooh.
Which kicked off with Stellaris Nomads, which the focus of which is that instead of inhabiting planets, for whatever reason, your species starts out inhabiting a giant spaceship.
Oh, cool.
And you can fly around the galaxy, and a lot of mechanical changes to like, you don't own territory, you don't build star bases to own territory, you don't, you can fly into other players' territory or other nations' territory without much consideration for it.
Yeah.
Also, your society is a giant, they're a giant gun essentially.
Yeah, it's a giant, just like floating.
It's a giant weapon.
Yeah.
But then if you lose a battle with them, there's other consequences. So, so I've played two run throughs so far with them, and I've been having a lot of fun. And then in the game there's these ascension pathways that you can get onto, and all of them have been like crisis oriented. So like you do something to blow up the galaxy in the end game, and the new one now has a like you can like protect the galaxy.
Oh, sure, fun.
And I haven't gotten too deep into that one yet, but I was very excited for that. And it's been my like recommendation for them for years that they like take out traditions and perks and all that and just meld them all into one mechanic.
Sure.
And this is the closest they got to it so
Interesting.
far. So yeah, so I'm excited about that.
That sounds like a fun change of formula.
The flying around is great.
Yeah. That reminds me, I don't play many of those city builder games, but I did play one recently, so I'll mention it here. It's called The Wandering Village, and you play as, you're like on the back of this giant dinosaur that's walking around and whatnot, and just the, you can like zoom all the way in, and you can like help the workers do their little micro, but then you can like zoom all the way out, and you can see like, well, where is the dinosaur heading? Is he going towards the water so I can collect more rain, or is he going? And I was like, oh, this is fun.
Did he walk into a swamp and he's poisoning us all? Yeah. I've played it for a while.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic of the two of like the. You can build this. You build these like towers on the back of him, and then you can send teams off down to the ground to retrieve stuff.
Yes.
And I just the imagery of like you know these desperate people racing down to the ground, gathering some stuff, and then racing back to the dinosaur before it gets too far away.
It's like to like change the dinosaur's direction. You have like aeronauts who like fly out in front of him and like lead. Like it's the kind of they like distract him, and that's what makes him go. It'd be a lot of cute. There's a lot of cute flavor that way. That game. Sounds cool.
That's good. I've been playing that, and I've been playing a new Blotcher like called the Incentive Program, which is it's like a corporate, comedy horror thing where you just wake up in an office and you're forced to work.
Sure.
And you're playing a match 3 game.
Okay, like
for money,
or like Bejeweled.
Yeah, like Bejeweled, yeah. And then if you fail to hit the score threshold, like in Balatro for a round, then the robot that's watching you play, it's like this robot right here watching you, he gasses you, and then you wake up again, and everything's reset. You do it again. Yeah, instead of dying or whatever happens in Balatro. So yeah.
Nick's passion is redlining the mic. Okay, I'll chill it out a little bit. I get real excited about these video games.
Yeah. So, and then for board games, back to Bomb Busters. Yeah, it's been doing pretty good at the house.
How many missions are you through on Bomb Busters?
I am at the end of the second box, which is so that must be like
20s,
30 or
20s or 30s.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
20s,
Yep,
30s.
I'm in there, and then I played 5 games of Spirit Island last weekend at Convergence, including an amazing game where I played as Time in the hardest 6-player game I've ever been in, and it was very fun.
How many of those were wins?
Everything.
Wow, 5-0.
5-0, yeah.
Up the difficulty next time.
Well, that 6-player game was the hardest difficulty I'd been in, so that was fun. I'm kind of jonesing for more content for Spirit Island. Like
I know you, so that doesn't surprise me. I haven't played enough Spirit Island to really be at that
50
point.
spirits is no longer enough.
Yeah.
You need to give me more. So actually, I spent a little bit of time last night just looking at like other players, like fan spirits, and I was like,
nice.
can I do this? I've done a few, but so
that's fun.
And what even? And then I taught the boy how to play at your recommendation. I taught him how to play Toy Battles.
Toy Battle's so good.
And it's so good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I think Toy Battle's my game of the year from last year, because it came out last year, I think. I don't remember now. But whatever year it came out, if it was 2025 or 2026, I think it's in my top 5. That game's incredible. And so much game for such a cheap.
It's
$20.
20, 30 bucks?
Yeah, it's 20, 30 bucks. There's so much in that box.
So
it's
much
crazy.
Yeah.
I to make games that with so much stuff in them. Really.
What I also like about it is I don't think there's any way to expand it.
There's like maps. That's
what you can do.
Yeah.
But like the characters can't change because
you can't go above 10. You can't.
You can't sit down to chess and be like, well, this is the dragon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Andrew's
people
the
have
dragon
but,
rider. He's kind of like the knight, but he's better.
Yeah, it's just not going to work. So and that game has that in spades. Where there's just no reason to add any more pieces. So
yeah. I have Toy Battle has inspired some design thoughts in me from playing it. Even just the way it functions. I think it does some really cute stuff. I think there's just a lot of room there for that type of. The way it's deciding to handle lane battling and the tight, the low quantity of units, but the big range of what they do, I really like.
It's so tight too because it's like when you look at a good chess position, you're like, I'm materially behind, but as long as I can keep you in check, I can win.
Yep.
And it has position is so important that as long as you can keep your opponent on bad footing, you can win the game. Like, I mean, I'm talking about beating a 6-year-old in a game, but like. Occasionally he'll just be out of pieces, and I'll be like, "Well, I know I
can just tempo you out.
I'm just gonna tempo you out at this point." Yeah. So
love a game that's a lot about tempo.
Yeah.
And Toy Battle's a lot about that.
So what have you been playing for board games?
I've been playing.
Honestly, I've been working a lot.
I know, yeah.
And stuff in the studio, so
Yeah,
that's kind
I
of
would say
taking my
it's
board
mainly
game time.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention it because I haven't played it, but I'm excited too. Here's my lame one. I bought Blood Bowl Team Manager, the card game,
Sure.
like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't played it yet. But I've read the rules, I've looked at it, and I'm very excited to play Blood Bowl Team Manager, the card game. It seems sports and sports simulation is something that I think is handled really odd in games, and I think the way that they choose to do it seems very cool. I really like the thing I like in that game is how they have this cool, it's a mechanic called cheat. And some of the units you play, when you put them on the table, they have to cheat. So you grab a random thing from the bag, and you put it on it face down, and you know you cheated this game. And then at the end of the thing, when you're checking like the results of the matches, you reveal the cheat token. And sometimes it's like, well, they were ejected, they cheated. Okay. And sometimes it's the like, you got +1. And so it's just this like the cheat ones are just this full like I don't know, I like the flavor that goes with that and stuff. So
There's in the actual board game which I've played there's a lot to like fouling.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the moment you're like, oh, I guess we're gonna foul.
Yeah.
And fouling in Blood Bowl means you're hitting the person lethally.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that, but I'll be playing more games. Hopefully at Gen Con and stuff. I'm excited to demo some stuff and see what's about for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited to check out. Liz has their, I think like pre-production copy or whatever. I don't know if it's their copy of Queen of Spies, and I'm excited to check that out also.
Oh yeah,
they have
the real one.
It's the real one. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
thank
also
you.
have it at my house.
Yeah, okay, it's the real one. I just
yeah.
wasn't sure where it was at. It's the real one, and so I'm excited to play Queen of Spies. Liz showed me that, and it looked very cool.
All right. Did we do anything interesting last Friday, Nick?
We did. We went to a little fun event. It was I will need to read it for my sheet to make sure I get the order from the right. The Association for Games and Puzzles International, the AGPI conference.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was kind of, I was invited, I mean, kind of on a whim. Brooke sent it out, and it was this little conference thing, and it seemed interesting. It seemed like there were some cool speakers. And there were cool speakers. Patrick was one of the speakers. He was one of the cool speakers. But the other speakers were even cooler. And yeah, no, we got to listen to a lot of people. I mean, one of the most early founders of not founder of Games by James, but he was the person who bought the franchise early.
Yeah, I think that's the story. Yeah, he bought the franchise and took us. So for those of you who are watching internationally, Games by James is a local retail chain that has always been focused on sort of between what Target would offer versus what a full game store would offer.
Yep.
So it's like approaching mass market. So they carry Ticket to Ride, they carry Root.
Yep.
They carry anything that's sold a lot, as well as puzzles and.
Some toys,
some tricks, like 3D puzzles and things like that. Magic, not Magic, Stage Magic, but Magic the Gathering, of course. And they're all in malls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so getting to see, I mean, you're sitting there and you're listening to, you have, one of the ladies there. She was at the time the owner for the rights for Sequence, the game Sequence, and is talking about pitching it to Glenn, who's sitting next to him, about will you carry this in stores? And I don't know. I think it was moments like that where people are talking about huge games, talking about still driving around to stores, pitching them and whatnot, trying to get Sequence off the ground. And I mean, she talks about it was 10 years of walking Sequence around game stores and whatnot, pitching it before Target picked it up or something. I think they mentioned. And just the legacy that there is to all this stuff. Various people talking about pitching at Games by James, selling 3 copies in a weekend, hoping to kind of see how it goes. It really shows what the benefit of the internet for our hobby has been in such a big way. It's crazy. You had to be working thrice as hard to get anyone to see your stuff, it seems like. So it was really cool to see just all that passion and how long people have been doing this thing, and across various forms.
The guy next to me, he was, I can't remember his game. It was
Crossgrib.
Yeah.
Crossgrib, yeah.
Crossgrib, yeah. It was a mass market card game. Mm-hmm. And, the Games by James guy was like, you can't charge people $20 for a game.
Yeah,
in
that was the feedback,
And we were like, whoa.
Yeah, hearing things about that, hearing about people who were pitching their Monopoly spin-offs to Hasbro and stuff. Yeah, just just so many fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Fun little stories to hear about.
So the big ones?
Yeah.
The fellow who was the kind of the project runner for the 3M Bookshelf series.
Yeah, I
got up and gave the history of the 3M Bookshelf series. Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, that was the one I wasn't sure what his association with it was. I didn't know if he was just a historian.
He was a 3M employee.
Okay, gotcha. That
time.
explains it. Yeah.
Yep. And talking about how they got that going and there was no competition at that level.
Yeah.
And how they got those first 7 games out in the Bookshelf series and then eventually ballooned up to 50 games. We found out that there was ads with Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the 3M Bookshelf series, which I went looking for on YouTube and I couldn't find.
Sure.
But he had reels of them.
He had him, yeah.
Yeah, and because they moved the division from St. Paul, because it's out there near Woodbury, and they moved that in particular to New York, and then of course in the '70s they liquidated it to Avalon Hill when they got out of that line. So it was really interesting to see that bit of history. And then who was the other fella?
Oh gosh. Oh, Rain Geyer, the
Yeah,
inventor of. Sorry, I think you meant in the commercials. I was looking for another celebrity. Rain Geyer, who's the inventor of both Twister, and then follows it up with the banger of Nerf.
Nerf, yeah.
So the fact that those two came from the same person, and the fact that they're alive was crazy to me. That was, I think, the double whammy where I was like, dang, both the same guy, and the fact that he's alive still is amazing. And what a sweet guy to listen to. Truly, what an incredible. It talks about, gosh, I can't just repeat his whole thing, but talks about his journey of like being dyslexic and how he thinks that helped him try to learn, think about these games, working at his dad's print shop, trying to find new ways to just like market the products and do stuff. Twister started off as a promo for
and he also
shoe
invented
wax.
the end cap.
Yes, he's essentially, I did think that was kind of thrown on there. That was somewhere in there. They made, but they were the big people who made signs for end caps, essentially, for big AAA companies.
Yeah, or for Fortune 500.
Fortune 500, thank you.
They did impulse buy sections.
Yeah, impulse, So you can thank him for that. And then also, the service part that was amazing to me too was then because of his dyslexia, he did major funding and development in this like product that would help dyslexic kids gamify learning how to read.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And I from his own narrative, I don't think he really it wasn't like a profit driver for him. No. It was just kind of like here
it was,
we go.
I mean, it felt like the thing after he did.
Yeah.
After he had such successes.
And everyone can now use this. Everyone can now use this thing. So, but then the Nerf invention story was just amazing of like how they had made an indoor game that was physical. They were like trying to steal money or something.
Yeah, because it was
after
Twister, he was like, well, let's keep doing this players as pawns. He's like, let's keep doing that. So it was just like a roll and move. You'd like walk stone to stone and like tuck money under the space you're on, or like maybe act like you were or something.
Yeah.
But he's just like, oh, the game's really bad. We learned the game's really bad. And the only fun part was when people went to go steal the money, you got to throw something at them.
and they didn't make something safe to use indoors.
So they grabbed a piece of foam and grabbed it, and they were like, and then they were playing the bad game, and they're like, I don't know, the foam ball is really, this is really hitting for us. And then and then he made the foam ball. And he talked about he like still has the original one. He's like, it's all dirty and cut up and whatnot. It has like a big red case he kept it in, but he apparently still has the first dirty Nerf foam ball.
It's fantastic.
But it's really cool to just see again this stuff is much bigger and much smaller than you think. I think is kind of how it all felt. Is when I was there. It was really cool to see.
All right, well, let's get to general studio updates.
Talk about us.
We've been talking for a while here. I actually wrote down. Do you want to talk a little bit about this one?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Because I think you.
Yeah, I
played
was
it
just played it. I'm going to give you a general studio update about Kart. Kart is, if you don't know, I'll bring you quick up to speed. Kart is our upcoming downhill racing game where you're going to be barreling downhill, gaining speed, losing control, trying to leverage that little bit of control you have to not crash into other people, try to finish the race, try to make sure all the fans like you. That's been a project designed by Alita, right behind the camera right now, with dev help from Andrea, and they've been pushing on that thing really well. I've played it multiple times over the past couple weeks. Some kind of big swings in the past couple weeks about the way upgrades and stuff are working, figuring out little things about game length. But the game's really coming along. It doesn't feel like any other of the kind of race games that are out there and stuff. It has a really unique character to it. Kind of one of the big ones that I think I'm a fan of is you need to finish the race, but also there's ways that you can get the fans to be on your side by doing certain things. So maybe that's driving really recklessly and wrecking your car up or something, and you're leveraging that against can I finish the race early enough and to be muddy? And I think that whole angle is really fun. That's been going really well. They've been cruising along with it. I know there's a testing Discord that's open to the public. If you want to join in the testing Discord, I'm sure they would gladly have you. It's been going really well. Kits and stuff are being created this week. We will have, Alita is personally sharing it with people at Gen Con. We will not be demoing it at Gen Con or anything. You won't be able to come to our table and see it. But Alita's going to be there, showing it around to people in private and doing their little thing. So I'm very excited. It'll be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have also been working on Creature Control.
Yeah, I have. I can double whammy it. I'll go Creature Control.
Yeah.
Creature Control, really quick. I mean, last time you guys saw it, I think I like shakily held a board in front of you. It's off camera right now. It's just right. It's like right over here. I've played it since then, to be clear. I brought it back in here. But yeah, that game is also going really well. That is our cooperative, team-based dexterity boss battler game. So there's a big city in the middle, a boss drops down into it, and then players are taking turns trying to bounce off the walls, hit the boss, use various dexterity shots, throw it over your shoulder, whatnot, to take out the boss. And me and Tyler are really far along with the design on that. It's been fun to kind of express, there's 4 to 6 bosses that players are probably going to get to interact with when they get this game. So it's been really fun to just kind of explore the full range of kaiju exploration. You kind of do get to that, like, well, over here there's Godzilla, and over here there's like a slime monster, and then there's everything in between, and how much can you do with all of that? So that's been going really well. We have playtest nights that are still happening locally.
Can I talk about the UFO?
Talk about the UFO, yeah, please.
My favorite part. No, it's not my favorite part, but I love it. What is the character even?
It's an alien. It's called Zorgon. Is it
Zorgon,
standing?
yeah. And he's in a giant robot, and one of his attacks is he'll scoop up the player that's closest to him, and then you have to do a bunch of skill shots to escape
his
chest cavity, and then fly back out onto the table.
Yeah.
And I as an expert flicker, I was like, no problem.
Just be fine.
So I didn't do very well. So
well, and then Zorgon also has my favorite one. They have the kind of pool shot one too, where you have to try to like bank the saucers out of the city and whatnot. So it's been really cool. Creature Control. I can't wait for you guys to see. I mean, I think it is every dexterity idea I've ever had is in that game. Me and Tyler really put it all in there. So that'll be great when you guys get to see it. But we're showing it this Thursday and stuff locally and whatnot at our game nights. So testing's happening. The game's going well. Dev is chugging along.
Good.
Yeah.
Chugging.
What about Vest, Patrick?
What about Vest?
What about Vest? You have the shirt on.
I have the Vest. I have the unofficial, the unofficial.
The one of one.
The one of one, the unique Vest shirt on that my brother-in-law made me. So I've about past 3 months, but 2 months really earnestly. I've been working on Vast Second Edition, and I didn't want to just slap a coat of paint on a new design or add some rolls to a new design. So we've kind of taken it back and started reworking on. Even last week we had I was like, well, I have this version, it's working, but I still feel like we've just kind of, or like 2 weeks ago, it's like I feel like we just kind of tweaked the roles, clarified some things, and put them back on the table. And now I'm like really getting into like, what is it?
What do you want it to?
What's making this game tick, and what am I doing to make that happen? And so I'm gonna say some controversial things, but you were the one who came up with some of them. But the audience would be like, oh no.
Nick's got bad ideas.
Nick, no, it's just different. And so the big change is that every role will now be focused on implementing what they're doing with some randomness in the combat. Because I wanted, or Nick and I talked about how we want to create an atmosphere where once you're behind, like if you can't land an attack and it's getting late in the game, you should still be able to try.
Right.
Yeah. And so there's going to be push a little bit of randomness in the combat. But then beyond that, then every character then has to sort of half plan their next turn in the end phase of their turn, and hide that information, or however that role works, park that information in their player area, and then so for instance, the knight now has to pick essentially where they're going to allocate their cubes.
Sure.
Half of their cubes next turn.
Sure. Okay.
And by playing down cards face down in front of them that are the things that they would have been doing in the old version.
Yeah.
And then at the top of your turn, the knight has a score that's called alertness, and that's how many cards she can then additionally put down.
Sure.
So then
now that's
you can look at the board and go, I gotta fix this.
Now I need to, sure.
Yeah. And I've been playing that version, just knight and goblin skirmishing each other, and I'm really enjoying how that's flowing. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. So right now, and I talked a little bit about Blue Sky jokingly that I'm like really looking at the cave and going, the cave worked. The cave is a unique proposition to play. But now, like, how do we like actually make the cave feel like it's doing something in the game?
For sure.
It's telling part of the story beyond just GMing the players,
Yes,
essentially,
yeah.
or policing the players, essentially. So I've been working on that. I've been working on those questions, and it, you know, like I've been wrestling with it, and I think there's just a moment. Like tonight, I'm just gonna lay out something, and we're gonna get on the table and see how it goes. But yeah, it's been going really well, and my goal is to have many more roles than we shipped with last time. In the game, but still just filling those 4, you know, the hero versus the mob versus the monster versus the setting, sort of pitches to it, and I'm very excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah, come along.
Etc. Yeah, there's also always other things happening at the studio. We're all very busy.
Liz has been working on the bots?
Yeah, root stuff's moving along. There's clockwork stuff moving along. There's maybe even who even knows? Maybe even factions in this building. Who knows what's around?
Who knows?
Who knows what root content could be within the walls of leader games at this moment?
Right now.
But yeah, of course we're doing other stuff
I need
too.
to get mine in.
Yeah, but the main things right now are that Kart, creature control, and vast going well. The next big thing for us is we are just weeks away.
It's tomorrow.
From the gaming weekend of the summer, baby. It's
Yeah.
Gen Con. It's coming up.
Yeah.
We will obviously be at Gen Con as we always are again. Patrick, tell us what we're going to have at Gen Con.
Yeah. So at Gen Con, we are going to have, we'll be doing Root Base, which I believe is sold out, but you know, I think there was standby or alternate tickets for. There'll be demos.
Oh, for the demos, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, the product can't be sold out. We're not there.
We're not there yet.
I got you.
No, there'll be Root for sale. There'll be Root-based demos going on in room 135, as well as Homeland demos in room 135. Yes, at the best 4 days of gaming.
Yes, thank you.
In room 135, just like we have the last couple of years, we'll be turning that into a demo space and turning that over very quickly as we go. Also then at booth 623, we'll be doing sales of new Homeland stuff. Everything that from the Kickstarter will be coming out at the convention. And so doing that at the convention, sorry, the comment caught my eye and I should not look, as well as Fort Ahoy, and that will be booth 623.
623.
623,
Yep.
And yeah, so we'll be at Gen Con. I'll be there, so come say hi to me. Nick will be there.
I'll be there.
Say hi to Nick. A lot of people from the company will be there. I think actually pretty much everyone
should be there, yeah. Yeah, come say hi. Come if I have spare time. I'm definitely hoping to. I might have prototypes. I might have stuff with me. So if I have spare time, I'm definitely looking to meet people, looking to talk about stuff, looking to share what's going on. But if I'm at the booth, I am doing the booth stuff or the demo stuff. So.
And I think privately we're showing off everything that we're working on.
That's I'd say that's like kind of always is. Yeah. Privately.
Yeah,
there's always stuff.
You're going to bring a creature control?
Yeah, I'll bring a creature control set.
If I have
It'll be strapped to my body.
Ready,
exactly.
I'll bring it,
handcuffed to me.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, very excited for it. Excited to see all the other releases as well. So.
Yeah. So.
Other news. Patrick, what else do we have to talk about today?
What else do we have going on? This morning we assembled the pre-launch page for the Kart Kickstarter campaign. Which will be coming up in September. Air horns, yeah. Bam. I'll red light in those microphones again.
Yeah, let's do it.
The preview page is live, and Brooke will be posting the link very shortly, so that we can, so that you can get to that. And I'm pretty excited to see.
Yeah,
to see
absolutely.
This. Yeah.
Follow along. Go, look at it. Read the little blurb. The blurb's great. Very excited for it. And we'll have like a banner at Gen Con. I'm sure that'll also be pushing people to it. So come join the party. Sign up soon. Yeah. And then also we will be at PAX West this year. Not we as in Patrick and me, but we as in a few members of the company that aren't us. Yeah. We're going to be at booth 4,312. Ooh, that's a big number. 4312.
I don't even think that's in the hall.
It's going to be pretty chill for the PAX West show. This is us certainly kind of trying it out. We're not.
I actually will be there.
Oh, you will be. Okay, my mistake.
I am going. Yeah.
Okay. Patrick will be there. I won't.
Surprise change to the lineup.
Sure.
I will be going.
But yeah, pretty chill show. I mean, we're not going to be no giant room full of demos or anything. But come by, say hi. And I do know that the people who are going are looking for any Seattle recommendations. Be it coffee, food, breakfast, dinner. The people need something to do when they are exhausted from the con, so send them along.
Yeah, and I'll be there. Yeah, if anybody, who's watching this, but like, if anybody I'm there for meetings mostly. So if
Sure.
anybody has, it's same at Gen Con, of course, but
Yeah.
I'm available for meetings during PAX West, which I'm just mentioning because I haven't been out there, and
Yeah.
so like if someone unique wants to see me that hasn't seen me before, that's fine. I also am excited to get to show David Somerville will be there, the original designer of Vast Crystal
Oh,
Caverns.
fun.
He's going to show me a project he's working on, and then I'm going to
Show him
a
project
I'm fast.
project you're working on.
Yeah,
Very
so,
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, send him along. Say hi to our team. If you see us at Gen Con, say hi. If you see us at PAX West, come say hi. A little summer leader games for you. But I think that's about it for now.
yeah. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, any questions in the chat or anything we'll take. But
We got a first time chatter with Cafe and
it's a Seattle recommendation.
Adagio. Yeah. I just got new glasses and I'm still like, it's pretty bright over there.
I know it's always not on the line, but is Homeland planning on coming to digital sometime? Absolutely, sometime.
Sometime.
Yeah,
Is-
yeah,
is a
yeah.
good- is a
Unfortunately,
good- is a
kind of
good
the
way to
same
express
answer,
it.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. It absolutely will be coming to it. Just these things take time, for
Yeah,
sure. So,
yeah.
but yeah, they're working through it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They never want me to talk about where they're at. So
Yeah, they're working. That's all I know. So,
you can bug Scott at Gen Con about it. He'll like to talk about that.
cool.
All right. Well, thanks everybody.
All right, y'all. See you at the cons.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.